Alright. Welcome in, folks. It's time for another daily Japanese study video. I looked up a word before today's episode because I was like, watatta is crossed, like you crossed the street. Watatta didn't seem to make sense, so wataru is to cross. So, like if we look at our zebra stripes right here,
横断歩道
Odan Hodo is the name of these zebra stripes right here. So, Odan Hodo watarimashita. I crossed at the crosswalk. I crossed at the zebra stripes right here, right? That did not seem to make sense in my brain for the way that I think of location words and stuff like that. So, I was like, how do you actually say this? I'm going to do some actual looking up. And the word that I came across is mukai. So, to say the park is across the street from the bakery, this panya over here, 公園はパン屋の向かいにあります. So, using it just like we were using tonari, chikai, and all of those words inside of our location deck, we can use that to describe things in the same way and say that this park is across the street from the bakery. Or maybe, you just want to say that there is a park across the street from the bakery. It's like, oh, that bakery's great. There's a park across the street from it. You can say, 公園は, or maybe even 公園が in that case, because like it's not as for that park because there is a park. The subject is the park, so maybe it would be 公園がパン屋の向かいにあります. There is a park across the street from the bakery. There is a slightly different connotation between doing 公園は and 公園が there. Like 公園は, it's like you're saying, hey, this is what we're talking about. But if I haven't told, I guess honestly I would probably say ありますよ and like be like, oh, by the way, like I'm telling you, there's a park across the street from the panya. 公園の中にかわいそうですね。かわいそうあります。Inside that park, there is a cute statue. That's what I just said. All right. Well, you know what? I think we've done enough talking here. Let's get into our fun-filled quizzes here. We're gonna run down the stairs to this eki, and we will go ahead and hop into our stuff here. This is the Sakurai Station, right? Sakurai Station. So let's look at this. Sakura is this shape right here. I. So Sakura. I. Sakurai. And then Eki over here. So Sakurai is apparently this right here. Neat to know. But this has something about fire electric. What does this say? Fujika Electric Railway. Oh, okay. Okay. I see. So they're saying the name of the company that owns the rail. It says it up here as well. So, Fujika Electric Railway. That's kind of neat. Alright, let's hop into our quizzes. Let's do this. Oh, I am a bit tired. It's been a long day because it's a weekday. So I'm just tired by default. Alright, here we have Kutsu. We had this yesterday, if I recall correctly. Or was it the day before that? I'm sorry. Every day blurs together. But we have kutsu. So let's look at the kanji here. We have the first half I don't recognize. The second half I believe is change. Normally when you have two things like that, The second half is to try to say, oh, this is how it's pronounced. This is the way that you should pronounce the kanji. That doesn't really help me much because I don't know too many kanji pronunciations. We're getting there for sure, but that doesn't really help me yet. But I know that that is kind of how that works. I think I got something in my eye. Just sitting here talking. It's a dangerous job, okay? That I don't get paid to do. All right, kutsu, we have haku, we have musubu, and we have ashiru. Ashiru, well, ashi is your foot. Now that is not the same kanji as foot. Oh yeah, there's definitely something in my eye there. Excuse me, I apologize. That's not the same kanji as foot, but it does have that like little whoosh thing that I recognize from it. So in this case, instead of ashi, it's hashi. So hashiru, hashiru, hashimashita. Hashimasu is to run, right? So we have aruku, to walk, hashiru, to run. And then my favorite exercise verb is neru, which is to sleep, of course. So hashiru is to run. If you want to say that every morning you run from your house to the train station, let's see. So mayasa ni, every morning, uchi kara eki made o, and yeah, we still need eki made o hashimashita, because that is shiru, so that would be iru, so we drop the ru, add mas, so hashirimasu, hashimashita, to put it in past tense. So mayasa ni uchi kara eki made o hashimashita. You might not need to put the O there, or maybe you have to do something in between. I'm not quite sure, but we're close to a good sentence there if we are not already there. So hashiru is to run. We have musubu, which is to tie your laces. It's like to tie your tie. It's to tie. So like I assume it's not just laces. Like you could talk about just like boat knots probably can use with this. What else do you tie? I guess ties you tie? You tie ties? You tie ties, you tie rope knots for like boats and I guess like tent stuff. What do you use rope for? I'm trying to, I don't use rope all that often. Anyways, musubu is to tie, and I'm trying to think of the things other than shoes, but honestly, that's the main thing I would be tying. So, haku up here is to wear, specifically on your lower body. What was it? Kiru is to wear on your upper body. I'm honestly not the best at these, but let's go ahead and get our checks going here. So, musubimashita, I tied. Let's say, itsumo kutsu, utsumo hayaku, always quickly, utsumo hayaku, kutsu wa itsumo hayaku musubimashita. I always quickly tie my shoes. As for my shoes, I always quickly tie them. I read it be kutsu o itsumo hayaku musubimashita. I'm not actually sure where and how to use adverbs properly. I just realized that is definitely a big hole in my knowledge base there. I should work on that. Alright, karaoke. 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 Karaoke is, hey, it's karaoke. You've probably heard of it. Here we see a sign saying 2 people can sing in the evening. And until 8 p.m., it's 50% off. That makes more sense than when I read it before. I had kara and mare mixed up in my brain the first time I read that sign. So, Fukuoka kara Tokyo mare. You went from Fukuoka to Tokyo. You're saying made is like the end. So if a restaurant's saying when they close, they might say like sanji made. We close at 3, sanji made. Are you open at 3, sanji kara? So sanji kara, let's say 8 o'clock, hachiji made. So from 3 to 8, we are open. That right there, that sign that says 50% off, has nijuji, so 20, which is 8 o'clock. I know that there is a way of saying PM and AM. I forget it. I know it's Gozen and Gogo, but I forget which one's which. I'd have to look it up. It's never been super important to me because I always just say things in military time when I'm in Japan. It seems to work. We have utao. Utao, which is a verb. We have that u ending there. So utao, utaimasu, utaimashita, utawanai. Just conjugating it up in here. It is a Goldan verb, so don't forget you can always move that around to turn it into things. Uta by itself is song. Utai, I've never heard utai as song, but normally when you move the u to an e, it puts it into noun form, so that's a bit odd to me. But it is u, so if you wanted to put it into the negative stem, we would say utawa, utawanai. I don't sing. That someone passes you the microphone and says, hands it off to you, and you go, utawanai, utawanai. I don't sing. And then they say, we don't care, do it anyways, chug, 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 and social pressures, Anyways, that is always something that would make me waratta. So, warau, right here, is to laugh. Warau. So, waraimashita. Waraimashita is I laughed. Waraimashita. When Roger saw the treasure, waraimashita. He laughed. So, up top, we can do the same up to utao, utaimashita, sung, right? And then down here, ureshi. This is one of the adjectives we have in our adjective deck. Ureshi is happy. So, if you want to say that you went to karaoke and sang, let's see. Ite utaimashita. Ute utaimashita. Ute utaimashita. I went and sang. I assume that you can do that with any verb, right? You can just take te, other verb, and go, right? Because it'd be weird if you could only do it with like ageru, kiru, or kuru, suru. It'd be weird if you could only do it with like 3 or 4 verbs. Because then it'd be like, well, just memorize these ones. It makes more sense to me if you're able to do that with any verb. So if I want to say, I went to karaoke and sang, karaoke, ite utaimashita. Ite utaimashita. So ite is like go. So itekimasu, I go and come back. Itemasu is kind of like I am going. Itemasu. But ite utaimashita, I went and sang. I guess that works, right? Anyways, let's go ahead and get these matched up as I think my way through Japanese, and we try to get some stuff going on here. My headset is dying as it is going to go boop boop a bunch, just to remind me of that. We have kuruma, we have hayai, unten suru, and osoi. I feel like we had this yesterday as well. That's what I get for going to Focused, so it can just give me the same words over and over again. Kuruma is a car, traku is a truck, basu is a bus. I don't know the word for motorcycle. Jidensha is a bicycle. Probably different. I'm just thinking of modes of transportation right now. My phone is right here. Let me grab that. I know I knew how to say that at some point, but let's go ahead and double check it right now. Motorcycle, please. I also put my controller down, so I have to go pick that up in a second. Motorcycle. Okay. Motorcycle. Baiku. Baiku. Sure. Why not? Motorcycle. What about right here? No, that's motorcade. That's a very different thing. Motor car, motorcycle, motorbike. Motasaikuru is also a way of saying it. So baiku is probably the way I would say it. So baiku. Sure. Baiku o unten shimasen. Unten shimasen. I do not drive a motorcycle. Osoi. Slowly. Hayaku. Hayai is quickly. Remember, you heard me use it earlier. Hayaku is quickly. So I said itsumo hayaku. What was it? Musubi mashita. I tie kutsu o itsumo hayaku musubi mashita. I always tie my shoes quickly. Let's go fast on there. We'll go slow. We can go fast, we can slow, but we're going to drive all night. That's where we're going to go. Wonderful. Kuruma. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We have Gemu Senta. Gemu Senta. So we have Gemu Senta. Game Senta. So it is an arcade, a game center. All right. Urusai. Yeah, they are a bit noisy. Asobu, that's what I'm going to do while I'm there, and I hope it is tanoshi. So tanoshi is fun, urusai is loud. If you want to say something is not loud, you can put it into that adverb form and then add nai onto the end. Nai is a way of saying none, not, nope. So someone says, oh, do you want a bag? You can say nai desu. Saying no. So you're probably not answering most questions with yeah, by the way. Naides is way more common according to the small conversations that I've listened in on, because that's one of my ways of immersing. It's just listening to stuff. All right, so urusakunai. So not loud, not noisy. Asobu is to play. So たくさんゲームを遊びました。I played lots of games. ゲームセンターにたくさんゲームを遊びました。At the game center, I played lots of games, right? Let's go ahead and get these matched up. Tanoshi is fun. Urusai is noisy. And asobu is to play. That's why you see that there are a lot of Japanese developers that have some sort of play on asobu in their name. This is why, because it means to play. Tanoshi was fun. Tanoshikatta. Oh, it was fun. Tanoshikatta. So, urusakatta. It was noisy. Urusakatta. Tanoshikatta. Urusakatta. Let's go ahead and get those matched up. The E adjectives, you take that E, drop it at kata. It's past tense, right? Okay, enjiru, miru, and kandoteki. So, kandoteki is moving, emotional. Miru is to watch. We're looking at eiga posta. Yes, to watch a poster, right? And then enjiru, you choose something. We got a bunch of posters here. Choose what you want to watch. Enjiru. No. Not enjiru. Enjiru is to perform. Right. What am I thinking of? I almost borfed it there. I kind of borfed it. A little borfing. Enjiru is to perform. What am I thinking about? Why? What is to choose? Erabu. Erabu is to choose. Enjiru, erabu, they don't really sound that similar. Okay. Enjiru, to act, perform. Miru, to watch. Yes, I'm rushing because I want to get done before these die. Kandoteki is moving, aspiring, emotional. Anything with teki on it, I like to think of it as an ul word. It doesn't always work, but most of the time it seems to. The movie was moving and inspiring. Now, these shows, emotional, is that an adverb? What's an adverb? Alright. Sorry. Alright. Let's get to it. I am beeping and borping in my ear here, so I'm trying to rush through it. I added Mukai to the directions locations deck. Let's go ahead and we're going to jump to adjectives and kind of just get going through these. Okay. Hazukashi is embarrassing. Hazukashi ne. Hazukashikunai. It's not embarrassing. Hazukashikunai. It's not embarrassing at all. Hazukashikatta. Hazukashikatta. It was embarrassing. So good. Koishi. Koishi was miss? Yes, miss. Koishi. Pizza koishi desu ne. 本当に? はい大好き so koishi is to miss something, so I'll leave it right there. 珍しい rare unusual, right? We just added this 珍しい 珍しい so rare and unusual. All right. Samishi. Samishi. I forget what this one was. Lonerly. Okay. Samishi, lonerly. Okay, hard. All right. Countries, continents. Let's get right into it. Okay. Mongolia. Good. Tairiku. That's continent. Tairiku. Good. Okay. Indo is India. Although, India, I hear, has been pushing to get their name changed. What? Let me bring this over here. What is India changing the name to? I guess what is the new name? Republic of India? No. Bharat, I guess, is the one right here. Bharat. I'm not sure how this is pronounced. So search Google how pronounce. Sure, pronounce names. Give it to me straight, baby.
The following pronunciation is brought to you by pronouncenames.com.
That's awesome. What? Bharat. What? Okay. Abhor. Abkar. Abbarat. Bharat. Okay, Bharat. Okay. Bharat. Got it. So, who knows how Japan's going to pronounce it in the future. I mean, listen, they still call America instead of the United States, so probably just going to continue calling it Indo. But that's neither here nor there. So, India. Nihon, that's Japan. Good. Here we have China. Chugoku. China. Chugoku. 中国の食べ物はとても美味しいですよ. I only talk about food and being in pain. Okay, that's all I got. Nankyo Tairiku is Nankyo Tairiku. That is Antarctica. Nankyoku Tairiku. So this is south. This is continent right there. Still have not bothered to look that one up, but yeah. So America, that's the United States. I'm actually going to fix that because it is. Listen, we're the United States. We are not America. We're the United States of America. Okay, good. There we go. Alright, directions to location. This is just going to be Mukai, which is across from opposite of. Yep, okay. Just get that out of there. I accidentally backed out of Anki completely. So, you know, I will take that accident as a sign, a message from those most holy. Yes, of course, I am talking about Kojima-sama, our god and savior, who is bringing us more box-moving video game action, and I cannot be more excited for it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this completely disheveled video, but we got some good practice in. We got to describe locations in relation to stuff, did some sentences, did some experimental stuff, mixing iku and utau as one word. I'm going to now look that up and see if I just made a fool of myself on the internet, or if that is a proper way of doing that I can just do. If that is the case, I'm going to try that with all sorts of verbs, and it's going to be a bloodbath, y'all. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you come back tomorrow for the next daily Japanese video, but I understand if you don't make it back around, but I still hope to see you again real soon. Cheers, y'all. Or I guess in this video I should say, Kanpai!